So before God changed my life for the better, I was just like anyone else, just making decisions, based off of what I thought was the right decision, what I thought I needed in my life at that particular time, based on what I was going through, based on my needs, and so on and so forth. And I had no idea, because of my upbringing. I always believed in God. I've always loved the Heavenly Father, but I never had a close relationship. I never knew the extent of His love for me. I never knew the extent of the relationship that I could have, the closeness that I could have with Him, and how deep that it actually could be. So I would make decisions just based off of my own thoughts, not praying, not involving God, not nothing. I wasn't worshiping God. It was just based off of, just my own decisions at the time. And oftentimes in the past, the decisions that I made would fail. And I would get so frustrated, because, it could have been a job, something, me applying for a job and I didn't get it, and me knowing how passionate I am at any job that I work at, it was just frustrating for me, and I just could never understand why. And that's an example, but it's been multiple, decisions I made, and it just didn't pan out. It just didn't work out for me. And I just couldn't understand why, but there were a small number of situations that worked out in my favor. And now that I am on this wonderful walk with my Heavenly Father, I can look back and see those situations where I was successful in and realize that the Heavenly Father stepped in and He made those situations work for me. He made those situations happen for me, even though I didn't have a close relationship with Him. His hand was always on me. He was always walking with me. He was always patient with me, waiting on me to return to Him, and He always knew that I would, but I didn't know that. I figured there was just one of the times that something finally worked out for me, but now I know that in all situations you need to involve God. You need to involve the Heavenly Father to ensure your victory. He's going to make sure, if it's in His will, that it's done. All we need to do is ask, and we shall receive. Knock, and the door shall be open. And I didn't know that, I was just living, like I said, just like anybody else, well, most people, because there are some that grew up in the church and knew these things. But me, unfortunately, I didn't grow up that way. So it was a lot of things that I did not know, But now I do know. I know that when you don't involve the Heavenly Father, you give room, you give a crack in your situation for the devil to consume all of your dreams, everything that you would like to accomplish, everything that you want to do in life, everything that you're hoping for. You give the devil an opportunity to come in and destroy it. You give him an opportunity to find the right vessel to come in and try to destroy you by the words that they say, which could just distract you or bring you down in ways. A situation that can discourage you. Your mental, you overthinking things, which will discourage you and have you thinking crazy thoughts. You know, the devil has been around for thousands and thousands of years, and he has, studied. He knows God's people. He knows the things that will trigger us, the things that will trigger our emotions, make us sad. He knows what to do. And I've heard people say that you really can overcome the devil's schemes, all of his devices. Yeah, you can, but you got to know that the devil is very clever. He knows us front and back, in and out. So if you don't know, how to fight that, he can really come in and just tear it up, just mess up some things. Some people don't come back from it. Because they don't know what it is. They're thinking it's just the situation. They're not thinking of the devil and the devil using people to come at you, come for you, all these different type of things that can happen to you that, the devil's involved in. But see, when you get the protection of the Heavenly Father, you are already victorious in that situation. Like I said, if it's in His will, it is done. Consult with the Heavenly Father and let Him give you instructions on what to do. If it's the right thing or you need to just keep it moving. As long as you involve in the Heavenly Father, you can't go wrong. He's going to steer you in the right direction. He's going to reveal the snakes. He's going to reveal the bad business deal. He's going to reveal things that you wouldn't be able to see on your own. Okay? I just thought I'd give you all that information because that is something that I realized, and actually the book of Joshua, reading through it, helped that come back to memory for me, that God is truly faithful, and if you depend on Him, He will definitely make a way out of no way, and it'll be the best way.